Hola everybody, what's going on? Yeah, Pops here. We're on our extreme ultimate hardcore Paladin. We're entering Westfall, so we're going to be doing some Westfall today. We're currently level 15. All right, we got the quest. We need to get 8 bags of oats. So while we're here, we'll
for the field of pumpkins to the west. You can't miss it. If you bring it back to me, I'd sure be grateful.
I never thought the day would come when I'd leave the farm, but the fields are overrun with thieves, and it's
we'll be killing a lot of things. We're with a one-handed sword now, so we're with sword and board because we needed to get our one-handed sword skill up. We did on the way here kill some low-level stuff. Good news, we actually got our 4th pouch.
Such a tired beast after all the work we put her through. I fed her before we left the farm, but
Okay, we got a bag of oats here.
If you could bring her a few
Now we need 8
oats
bags
from
of
the
these
fields,
oats.
I'd be grateful. I bet you could find some around all of the farms in Westfall. If you can see
And
one of those horrific machines there are several farms southwest of here.
so what we're also going to kill while we're here. When we go to Saldine's farm, we're going to get a quest for Westfall stew. We're going to get a quest for Gore Tusk liver pie. We'll also pick up the quest for the Harvest Watchers. But on our way there, we're going to try to grab some of the components for Westfall stew. You don't have to wait till you get the quest. So what I usually do is I will come here, I will kill the vultures, I'll kill the Gore Tusks. Hopefully, during that process, I get some stringy wolf meat. I get my Gore Tusk snouts, maybe some Gore Tusk livers. I'm also going to get out on the coast and get the Murlocs. We need 3 Murloc eyes for the quest. Like I said, you don't have to wait and get the quest to get the components. So I try to get a lot of the components on my way over there. This way here, when I get the quest, I can just about turn it in. And I don't have to get the quest and then run all the way back over here to get the Murlocs. So yeah, that's kind of the deal. Alright, we'll probably have to heal killing this. Our one-handed skill, though, is not bad. We're up to 64. Maximum is 75. Like I said, we may have to pop a heal. These Gore Tusks are pretty tough. There we go. Well, invites me to join a guild. No thanks. Oh, we got somebody over here killing the gnolls. Don't run far away from these Gore Tusks, by the way. I'm backing this one up, but don't run a whole bunch here because these Gore Tusks will charge, and if you run too far back, they'll charge you and do an extensive amount of damage. There you go. So you can see we got a Gore Tusk snout. I don't know what that is, or I think that's a priest, but I might, well, I don't know. I might pull if I try to get that bag of oats. I was going to try and sneak that bag of oats. I don't think the priest is after it. I'll wait and see if if this person here, that's 13. Holy cow. She's pulling all of those at level 13. If they pull the other 3, I'll run over there and grab those 2 bags of oats. There's a bag of oats there. We'll have to kill Defias to get them. That'll be a 2-pull. Alright, so for those of you who might just be catching this for the first time, this challenge, the rules are We're doing ultra hardcore. Basically, that means that I don't get to see my health. I don't get to see my enemy's health. I don't get to see my enemy's level. I don't have any mini-map. We're also doing no professions. We're not able to buy any gear, any consumables, or anything off our vendor. We're doing no repairs. She didn't pull those other three. All right. Oh no, I don't want that. So we have to rely on chests to give us consumables or get them off of mobs. All of that. All right, here we go. This is a 2-pull. We've got full mana, so we should be okay here. We're going to pop a heal. It's a little early, but you can see we're getting a lot of pushback. That's exactly why we're popping that heal early. Whoop! Nope, we don't want it to run. There we go. We do have a healing pot if we need it. But I think we'll be okay now. There we go. 2 handled. Alright, we should be able to get up here and grab this bag of oats. Well, there's actually 2 bags of oats here. There is a Defias right on the other side of this shack, so be a little bit careful. We could have ended up with that one over there. There's another bag of oats over here. Nice. Let's see. So besides those rules, no repairs at all. No buffs except for Paladin buffs. No grouping under any circumstance. Not allowed to wear any blue, any green, or any purple gear should it fall. We're only allowed to use white gear, gray gear, whatever you want to call it. This is why we're calling it the Ultimate Extreme Hardcore Challenge. All right. Look at that. Look at all those bags of oats we just got. And if this priest had taken out these other 3, I don't know if she did or not. No, they're still up. Son of a gun, we could have gotten those 2 bags of oats up there, but looks like the priest didn't take the other 2 out. The other group there, so we won't risk it. All right, we're going to get down here. We're going to see if we can get some murlocs. Aha. The priest is down here now. Damn it. We need 3 murloc guys. This could get, you know, these murlocs are pretty tough. Oh, die. Nice axe. Can't use it, but nice axe. Alright, we're not allowed that priest buff. Just so y'all know, that's a no-no. The only buffs we can have are the buffs that we put up on ourselves. Oh, he resisted. Wow, this guy is tough. Oh, there he goes. Once they start running, you got them. All right, we got a Murloc guy. Sweet. We need 3 of those. Looks like we're gonna have to wait for respawns on Murlocs. I personally don't think I can handle 2 of them. Might be able to, but I don't think so. Dee-dum, dee-dum, dee-dum. There are Murlocs further up the coast. Maybe we'll take a little walk take a walk along the beach here. Why not? We do have to be careful up here, though. Sometimes there's some hovels where you can get 2 or 3 Murlocs, and that would definitely take us out. There we go. Murloc here. Pull them back. There we go. Put our intellect back up. Okay, he ran that way. Okay, we got a second Murloc guy. Nice. We need 1 more Murloc guy, and then we're actually done with Murlocs. Get rid of that poison. Ooh, sweet. What a lucky move for us. We got all our Murloc guys. All right. Excuse me. All righty. Let's check our gear and see how our durability is holding up here. 20 out of 30, not bad. 7 out of 25. Those pants are about to be dead. 14 out of 20. 11 out of 20. 17 out of 18. 35 out of 55. Our sword should be in good shape. Our shield's okay. Our pants are about to die. I think we have leather pants in the bank to replace because I don't think we gotten any chain pants yet. But I did get a pair of leather pants that I did save just for that purpose. I mean, you know, some armor's better than none. So when we go to Stormwind, I guess we'll be swapping our breeches out. Those are actually our starter pants, believe it or not. All right, let's go up here. Let's see if any of the oats have respawned that we need. Open that up. So we got 3 Murloc guys. We got 2 Gore tusks. We still need 3 stringy wolf meat. We need another Gore tusk now. We've got no Gore tusk livers, but that's not unusual. Our skill on our swords is now 71, so we're pretty good there. Really, we got nothing? Oh, he's probably looking for that bag of oats, that Paladin, so I'm not going to take that bag of oats. Yeah, there's a bag of oats there, but I think that Paladin is after them, so. Well, maybe he's not. Okay, we got okra. We need 3 okra. We can actually use that now. We trained in swords. So we can actually use 2-handed swords. We have to go level it up, but we can use it. Oh, I guess he did get the oats. Whoops. Yeah, there's a buzzard over here. I want to get the buzzard. Because I want the stringy wolf, chance at stringy vulture meat. Yes, he did buff us, but we have to click it off. We're only allowed our own buffs. So, it was nice of him to buff us, but we can't use it. Oh, there's that priest. He made 14. All right, let's pop up a heal. Got a little dark there. All right, we got a gore tusk liver. Okay, we got another buzzard over here. All right, we got to hold on to the gore tusk livers. No. No stringy vulture meat. I don't even know if these guys will give us XP. They're only 9 and 10. But they do drop the okra. So this hops that we're getting and this oil that we're getting, you want to save those. When you get up to the Dagger Hills, which is further down the road, it's almost some of the last quests we do in Westfall. There's a guy up there in the Dagger Hills. You give him 5 hops, he'll give you a keg of Thunder Brew. You need that keg of Thunder Brew for a quest over in Lakeshire called Dry Times. Yeah, you have to have that. We'll also get it off the Harvest Watchers when we do those for the quest where we have to kill 15 of them. You can also get it there. I'm just, you know, kind of looking right now to get my... oh, there's a bag of oats. To get my okra, but... All right, I don't know how many this makes. 5, maybe? 6. 2 more bags of oats and we'd have that quest done. Another hops. See any oats along the fence here? More hops. Oh, I see a bag of oats. That will be number 7. And we still need one more bag. Some boots. Really would like to see some pants drop. We got a little disease on us. We can take that right off. We're a pally. We can cleanse that. Okay, I see the last bag of oats I need is right up there. Skirt around and see if we can get that before these Defias respawn up here. All right, we got all the oats. Nice. See, we can get that last piece of okra would be nice. There it is. We got 3 okra. We've gotten all our oats. We're going to turn that in now. Now, whatever we get for a reward here, we get a cloak and a 4-slot bag. Not that we would use them, but remember, we can't use any quest rewards.
Thank you so much, adventurer. Poor old Blanche will be so happy.
All right, we're going to head up towards Saldine's farm. There's a lot of boars in this direction. There's some more vultures in this direction. Flesh rippers, they call them, but... And hopefully maybe we can grab some more, get that stringy wolf meat, get that last gore tusk snout, maybe even get a couple of gore tusk livers. Rebuff. Man, we're getting a lot of guild invites today. Sure, look at all the boar intestines we get here. Okay, there's a flesh ripper. There's a flesh ripper. These guys are only 10 and 11. They're not that bad. Nope, inventory's full. Not unusual. Not for us, anyway. That's why when you can get Westfall stew done, it's nice. That's 4 items out of your bag that you're sitting on. There. Garbageola. Okay, we got the last gore tusk snout. We also got another gore tusk liver. Good for us. We got to get some mana up. We just haven't gotten any stringy vulture meat. 0. We've gotten 0 stringy vulture meat. Yeah. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Couple more flesh rippers up over here. So that pack leader, that coyote pack leader, if you pull him, he's going to call any coyotes in the area to him. So just be aware of that. When you kill coyote pack leaders, they're going to call for help. Whoops. Yeah, why not? And that dust devil, you see that dust devil over there? Yeah, he's pretty high up. He's 18 or 19. They do drop, if you're lucky enough to get it, an item called magic dust. And you can put it on a mob, and it will put the mob to sleep for like 30 seconds. Oh, that knife's going to sell for some money. I can't use it, but we can get the money for it. I want to get this. Get it while I can. Bring it back. So we don't risk pulling that dust devil, because it will pad up this way. Well, not this far, but it will pad up this way. And of course, they've got a pretty good aggro range. Man, I can't believe we just can't get any stringy vulture meat here. What's going on with these vultures? Alright, well, we'll go kill this coyote. This is another pack leader, but I don't see another coyote in the area, so. And these are usually level 11. The coyotes are usually level 10. These are usually level 11. Maybe you get one that's level 12. Nothing of use. Oop. Oh, maybe we get lucky. Maybe this one has one. Hey, there we go. All right, we need that stringy vulture meat. We're going to grab that. There's one. We need 2 more, but we got one. I'm going to go to the farm, because you can empty your bags at Saldine's farm. We'll pick up the quest, and hopefully we'll get 2 more of those sooner than later. So we'll be able to run and turn that quest in and free up the 4 bank bag slots that we're sitting on for them. So we're going to come here. We're going to pick up a quest to kill 20 Harvest Watchers. That's those things. They range between level 14 and 15. They hit hard.
Rough times, huh, adventurer? No matter where you turn, someone needs help, and my wife and I are no exception.
We can also empty our bags here.
Once occupied by good farm folk, but the damn thieves have driven them all off. Not me, though, but it seems some Harvest Watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for the work, I'd like you to go out and kill 20 of them. Come back when you're done.
I've got plenty of boots in the bank. I don't really need to sit on those.
Clear them from the neighboring fields as well.
All right. All right, let's pick up these quests here. We turn in our Westfall stew. Now we pick up the quest for the Gore-Tusk liver pies. We pick up the quest for the Westfall stew.
The onions are peeled. The garlic is minced. The rosemary is crushed. The crust has been baked.
Yeah, these Harvest Watchers, they hit hard. Of course, the problem is we do have somebody over here killing them also. They're in several fields. It's not just here you can get them. They are around in different fields. I do see a vulture there. And they hit hard. I'm not kidding you. They hit hard. It's going to take a lot of men to take one of these down because we're going to have to heal. You can see now we've dropped three seals of righteousness on them, or 2 anyway. Gosh. Sure hope we get some damage in on them. There we go. All right, let's go over here and get this buzzard. Yeah, so we don't want to get 2 of those at any given time. That would certainly be bad. Go get this one. Blessing back up. Oh, we got an 8 slot bag. Looky there. We've got an 8 slotter. Nice. Never hurts to have a couple more slots. Very nice. And we did get a second piece of stringy vulture meat. Those don't count as Harvest Watchers. Come over here and see if we can get maybe another Gore-Tusk liver. I don't know. Nope. Let's go back over here, see if there's any more Harvest Watchers back up. These are Harvest Golems. The Harvest Watchers are actually in the field. Now, all these little mechanical things, these Harvest Watchers, these Harvest Golems, at one time they were used by all the farmers over here to help them in their fields. And what happened was, when the Stonemasons Guild fled Stormwind after rioting because the nobles didn't pay them, they actually fled to Westfall. This is where they fled, and this is where they formed the Defias Brotherhood to extract their payment from Stormwind. because they weren't paid for rebuilding Stormwind. And so they rewired these golems and these harvest watchers to help run the farmers off out of their farms here. And that's like one of the big premises here of Westfall, is that the farmers, all except this here farm, they've all left. They've all been run off by the Defias. The Defias have run them off. And the Fullbros, which is the couple you see as you walk into Westfall, they are fleeing Westfall. And of course, their wagon broke down. And so, you know, the wagon's broke, and they're afraid to go out and get some oats to feed Blanchy. That's what we do. We get the oats for Blanchy. In addition, Farmer Fullbro left his pocket watch at the farm. And, you know, we'll get a quest to get, we got a quest to go into the farm and get that. To get that pocket watch, there's 2 mobs you got to kill. There's usually like a Defias smuggler or a Defias trapper in there, and then there's Benny Blanco. And Benny Blanco hits like a truck. He's level 15. He hits like a truck. Yeah, well, we got 4 of them. So we have plenty of hops. We still need a flask of oil, which I'm sure we'll get at some point. Any more up? Here's one. I think we have enough mana to take it on. Look at all the people here. You got a hunter. You got a rogue. Ooh, 11. That's a little low to be in Westfall, in my opinion. Yeah, in my opinion, you shouldn't come to Westfall at level 11. I honestly am a firm believer that you come to Westfall when you're level 14 or 15. But all right, well, we're up to 5. 5 out of 20. There's some vultures up over here. We're going to go check it out, see if... Oh, there's one. See if we can't get that last piece of stringy vulture meat. Yeah, so over here in this field here, you can see there's more harvest watchers. Right there, there's some gourd tusks that are mixed in with them. And up in that house, that's where you got to get the pocket watch, where Benny Blanco is, and really should let my mana get up a little bit. So this Flesh Ripper is level 14 or so. It is not like the other Harvest Watchers. I'm trying to pull this Harvest Watcher by itself without getting that Flesh Ripper. There we go. We're just going to pull them back a hair so we don't get the Flesh Ripper. There we go. We got our 5 flasks of oil that we need. All right, now we'll kill this Flesh Ripper, so it doesn't annoy me when I'm trying to get more of these Harvest Watchers. Like I said, this is level 14. This isn't like the young ones. This one's a little higher. Doesn't mean it'll drop my stringy vulture meat. It didn't. Alright, we have to get our mana up. We really need to find some chests with some milk in it, or we need to find some barrels of milk. Remember, that's the only way that we get consumables is we find them in the open world. Okay, we're going to come back here. There we go. Like I said, under any circumstances, we do not want 2 of these. 2 of these would be brutal. Need a little bit more mana to take on that one. I do have 16 spring water and 5 milk, but, you know, I have to make that stuff last. Oh, yeah, and these guys also have a big aggro range. Okay, my pants are no good now. That means they drop to 5 armor. I mean, 5 durability. I mean, it's not like they're a huge thing for me. I got some tough jerky somewhere. Oh, you know what? We'll eat this cheese up. Yeah, they're barely any armor, or they were. They're only 2 armor, so, you know, I mean, we've been playing without them all this time. So when we, you know, if they break, they break. It's not the end of the world. It's not like it's 85 armor and, you know, we don't want to play without them. Okay, another flesh ripper. This is a young flesh ripper, so we should be able to take this bad boy down. Our blessing back up. Give it to me. All right. Let's check out that cloak, because we might be able to wear that. 10 armor? I don't know what we're wearing. Let's see. We do have 10 armor. Okay. Yeah, cloaks don't lose durability. So you don't have to worry about them breaking and needing replace. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I think I'd like to have a little bit more mana here. Not a lot, but a little bit more. That ought to be good. Alright, well, we got everything now for Westfall Stew. So now if we could get the rest of these Harvest Watchers, and, I don't know, we may have to see if we can handle Benny Blanco and that other guy. That's going to be rough, I'm not going to lie. Because Benny Blanco hits hard. Now, they tell me there's a way to cheese it. Where you go around the corner there, and you, yeah, of course you're coming after. Maybe that druid will go in after the pocket watch, and I'll just waltz in after him. You can cheese the pocket watch, I'm told. 23? What is a 23 druid doing over here? Oh. Alright, now we got enough for a heal. We got to take these buffs off. Yeah, we're not allowed to have them. Okay, we got 11 of 20. I don't see any barrels of milk over here or anything like that. We will sit and get up mana. So I guess you can go to the house, stand on the corner of the house, but I think that druid's going to go in there and clear that house out, so we'll sneak in and grab our pocket watch after that. Hey, why die if you don't have to, I say? Why risk the death if you don't have to? That's called just good timing and good luck. What are those gypsy gloves? Leather. Well, thank you, Mr. Druid, for doing that. There's the pocket watch. We've got that. All right, we just need more harvest watches. We need some gore tusk livers. We don't need stringy vulture meat. So we can go over now to the full bros, turn in the pocket watch. At least get that done while we wait for these harvest watches to respawn. Maybe kill some Gortus on the way. Oh, wait, we got a harvest watcher that spawned. That we have to watch out for. Again, those flesh rippers can be a real pain in the you-know-what over here. Turn and face this way. So we can get that harvest watcher down without the other one spawning. We'll probably kill that flesh ripper just so it'll be out of our way. But these look like they're starting to respawn now. And we're up to 12 of them. Got to take my pills. The good thing is if you can get, well, once we get these down, yeah, so once we get these down, even if we don't have the gore tusk livers, aside from the gore tusk livers, we'll be done every single quest in Westfall that involves us being on this side of Sentinel Hill. And then we start doing the People's Militia. We start doing the Defies Brotherhood. Get a quest for Knoll Paws. And if you could get all your Gore Tusk livers, it would be great, because then you'd even have your Gore Tusk livers done. But seeming as I think we only have 2. Yeah, and you need 8, by the way. Really don't see us getting the Gore Tusk livers done. We're going to come around this side of the fence. Oh, that son of a bitch. All right, well, we're going to try to get this one without getting the flesh ripper, I hope. Yeah, my druid friend came back. I guess he made level 23 over in Darkshore and stuff, and he's probably here, and he's like, well, he's doing the Westfall quests. Pretty sure that's what's going on. Not that you blame him. I mean, you know, he probably needs to get these quests done just like I do. We're up to 15 of these after this one. Yep. 14 Paladin going in there. Hopefully Benny Blanco's still dead. Well, that 14 Paladin might not be coming out of there. Must have been. He got the watch. Alright, you need to die because I don't have any more mana. I do have a healing pot if I need it, but... Nice. Alright, I think we got 15 of those. 5 more to go. We're almost level 16. Good news. I guess. I was gonna kill that flesh ripper while I can, but there should be a harvest watcher popping up over here. I'm actually going to drag him over here. Don't get too close to that barn. We don't want to pull those Defias. Alright. This is just so we don't get another one while we're killing this one. And like I said, the worst thing we can do is actually get us another... Oh, wait, we got some warped leather pants. We can put those on because they dropped off a mob. 54 armor. Oh, hell, that was better than the 2 armor. Better than the ones I got in the bank. Okay, now we're going to get this one. Yeah, we got 54 more armor, mister. Not that it's going to make a huge difference here. Well, makes a difference, I think. I'm not thinking I'm taking as much of a beating as I was before I had them. 17. We need 3 more. Let's go get this gore tusk while we wait for some more respawns. Who knows? It might have a gore tusk liver. Not only that, but you know what? If we can grind to 16, all the better. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. Yeah, now we've got to pretty much run. We'll bubble and run. We just don't have the mana to take these on. Otherwise, I would. I would love to have killed it and would love to have killed that gore tusk, but yeah, we didn't have enough mana for that. That guy snuck up on us. He wanted to be a hero. I think that's the first time I've bubbled. And I might have been able to run without the bubble, but why take a chance? This journey's going to be hard enough. So not using all the utilities at hand is crazy. All right, there's 18. We need 2 more. We might be able to get 2 over in that field. I don't know. All right, we can kill this gore tusk now. Let's go see if we can get 2 over here. At the very worst, we'll go over here. We'll turn in our Westfall stew. At the very worst. Well, I see one up, but somebody pulled it. Guess maybe I should have stayed where I was. Alright, let's empty out our bags. We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need it, we don't need it, we don't need it, we don't need it. Rid of all of this stuff that we don't need. Okay, I think all that stuff we need. We can turn in Westfall stew.
What can I do for you? Safe travels.
That okra will thicken up.
Now we can get rid of anything extra we have from Westfall stew in our bag. Remember, we can't use any of this stuff because it was a quest reward. I don't need any more okra. Alright, the rest of this stuff we need. Well, we don't really need all that oil, but it's not like by selling 5 of them or whatever we're going to reduce. Alright, we got to get 2 more of these harvest watches. But you know what? Let's go over here, turn in the quest. For the pocket watch. That'll probably make us level 16. Kill some Gortuss on the way. See if we can get some Gortuss livers. Hey, we got a Gortuss liver. No, I don't need coyotes. At least I was hoping my health would come back while I was running down here. Probably make 16 killing a couple of these Gortuss. We're going to have to kill this buzzard. Just because it's going to be in the way. We might even make 16 killing this. We're going to heal because these guys can sneak up and do a lot of damage on you without warning. Ah, there's 16. And another Gortuss liver. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, buddy. We level 16 now. All right, let's turn in this pocket watch. We have to take a bio break. This really is kind of safe.
What can I do for you?
Now we're going to get bread and milk. We can't use that milk. As much as I would love to be able to use that milk, we cannot use that milk because it's a quest reward item. And yes, I would love to use that milk. All right, going to take a real quick break, bio break, and then I'll be back. We'll go get those last 2 harvest watches and see if we get some more Gortuss livers when we get back. Alrighty, we're back. Let the adventures continue. We'll go kill some more Gortus on the way up here to the field. We are now level 16. When we go to Stormwind, we'll train. We'll get Red Aura. Though I'll probably stay with my Devotion Aura, even though Red Aura will help kill. It's kind of like having Thorns. It does damage against the mobs, but really wearing gray gear and stuff, I think we need the extra armor from the Devotion Aura, which, you know, increases our armor by 160. That's a lot of armor to lose. Oh, somebody killed that boar. Son of a gun. He was coming up here to kill boars. Well, there's one over here. We don't pull that flesh ripper while we're getting them. No liver. Alright, I want to see something here. Now that my sword skill is up, that's 6 to 12. What was my axe doing? 5 to 10. Alright, we'll stay with the sword. I was thinking about switching off the sword and going back to the axe, but the axe does less damage. Blessing of Wisdom back. Help our mana regen. Grum Dumpy. No liver. Yeah, we've still got to kill 2 more of those Harvest Watchers. Like I said, we're just kind of killing the boars on the way. Hopefully maybe get some more Gore Tusk livers. Hopefully, but no. A little bit more mana before we go charging in. There we go. That's 5. 3 more of those bad boys, and we'll have our Gore Tusk Liver Pie quest done. I don't want the coyote. I want the boar. Oh, I see a Harvest Watcher up. That's good. Ooh, look at that. 6. All right, let's get full mana before we go after these last 2 Harvest Watchers. Oh, somebody's over here. Oh. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, 14 pally. need one more. Did someone kill this one? Son of a gun. Oh, you bastard. I'm back here because there's a harvest watcher that spawns over here. I really don't want you and the harvest watcher. Yeah, son of a gun. That pally wasn't in the field, we would have had all 20 of them. And I don't really know if one will be up over here, but we'll take a walk over. Oh, there's one. If nobody's over here, we can get this one and we'll be done with this quest. Oh, somebody is here, but they're busy down there with that one. All right, we got our last harvest watcher here. That's it. We got all our harvest watchers. Let's go turn that in. And we'll venture over to Sentinel Hill.
King's honor, friend. Good work, friend. You have earned your pay well. Who knows, perhaps Westfall will prosper once again.
All right. Let's see. We can sell that. We can sell that. We can sell that. Now, 5 of those milk are ours. The other 10 we got from a quest reward, so we have to sell those. We'll put our 5 there. Ah, what the heck? 5. Okay. There we go.
Rough times, huh, adventurer? No matter where you turn.
All right, there we go.
And my wife and I are no exception.
That way there can be no confusion. All right, we're going to go to Sentinel Hill now. We'll kill some boars on the way. There's usually a few. Maybe we get lucky, get the last 2 gore tusk livers. I don't know. If we do, we'll be coming right back here to turn in gore tusk liver pie. Maybe not. I don't see any gore tusks here. Oh, there's one. Keep an eye on that that vulture there. Okay, we had a coyote spring up. Back it up, back it up. Not a single liver. Not a sliver of a liver. All right, we're going to report to Grand Stout Mantle.
Well met. Ah, so my friend sent you here?
We're going to pick up the People's Militia.
Monarchy has
We're going to
abandoned
pick up the Defias Brotherhood.
the people's militia to keep the land
Knoll
free.
Paws.
If our cause interests you, I can put
Empty
your
out our
against
bag.
in the name of freedom.
Not that we have a ton in it,
This
but
militia has but one goal: to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trapper sightings near the Jangle Lode mine to the northwest, as well
go
as
down here. There's a quest to pick up to get bandanas.
if you seek to join our ranks, slay 15 Defias
And we're gonna
trappers
set
and
our
15
hearth.
Defias smugglers, and return to me. The band of wretches responsible for driving the good people of Westfall from the land call themselves the Defias Brotherhood. I need you to infiltrate this clan of thugs. We need to know who heads up the cartel and where they are hiding out. In Lakeshire, in the inn, there is a rogue by the name of Wiley who owes me a favor. Travel to Lakeshire in the Red Ridge Mountains, east of Elwyn, and find out what you can. Stormwind has abandoned us. A foul wind of depravity rustles through the plains of Westfall. This was my homeland, and I will not turn my back on the citizens who choose to remain here. We, the former farmers, shall make our stand. Your task, should you choose to accept, is to patrol the grasslands of Westfall. Track down and slay the vile gnolls that seem to be working in
Okay.
conjunction with the dead mines.
So, you remember back when we were in Eastvale Logging Camp, and I said we were going to run over and get that flight path? This is why we're going to get the flight path. We have a quest over in Lakeshire
I've ascertained that many members of the gang can be
to
tracked
talk
by
to
the
a guy in the inn,
bandanas they wear. Bring me
Wiley
15
the
of these
Black.
bandanas, and I'll see to it you are rewarded.
If you didn't get that flight path when you were at Eastville Logging Camp, you would have to run now from Sentinel Hill all the way to Westfall. I mean, all the way to Lakeshire. But because we went and got that flight path, we can now fly there. So we're going to fly there. We'll talk to Wiley. We come back to Sentinel Hill. Then we have to go to Stormwind, talk to Matthias Shaw. While we're in Stormwind, we'll train our level 16 skills. Righteous Fury and Red Ore. Not that we're going to use them, but we'll get them. And we'll also pick up the quest to retrieve the compass for Barros Alexton. So doing this quest now, talking to Wiley, talking to Matthias Shaw, if you read all the notes that you pick up, this is where you learn about Van Cleef and the Defias and how they came to be. It basically tells you, that the nobles didn't pay them, and that they have turned their anger towards Stormwind, taking over the mines, running away the crops, the farmers in Westfall who provided the crops to Stormwind and everything. And they became the Defias Brotherhood, and we learned that, Edward Van Cleef is in charge of them. And of course, then this sets us on the path to finding out where Van Cleef is hiding out. And then, of course, once you do all that, you get the quest to do dead mines and kill Van Cleef. But this is our introduction to the Defias Brotherhood and how they formed and everything else like that. Like I said, we're not going to do any quests here. Thank you, Mr. Priest, but I have to click that off. We're not allowed to have any buffs. So Wiley's up here in the inn. get very good XP for this quest, by the way. You just got 1,350 just for coming over here and talking to Wiley.
Last I heard they were working
We can hurt back to Sentinel Hill. We don't have to fly back.
Take this note to Stoutman. It explains as much as I know on the subject.
Alright, so he gives you a note. Right here. And if you read here, but I owe you the divide is larger than you think. Every mine from Westfall is under their control. Kobolds and gnolls have been enlisted to do their dirty work. They have goblins crafting metal monsters to replace in Westfall fields. So this tells you a little bit about it. And it tells you, you know, again, like we know, the kobolds and the gnolls were hired to work the mines and take all the ore. So they ran out all the miners. And now they control the mines in Elwyn. They control the mines over here.
Greetings.
Okay, we turn in Wiley's note.
I should have let that scoundrel rot when I had a chance.
There's another 675 XP. I mean, that's 2,000 XP just for doing that.
Perhaps that
And not even killing a mob.
could the Defias gang be
I think we get about another 1,000.
Only one man would know for sure. Matthias Shaw, head of SI-7. Show him Wiley's note and see if he has anything to add.
Okay, now we got to go to
If you have
Stormwind.
trouble finding Shaw, check the barracks in Old Town.
Unfortunately, won't be able to hurt back, but yeah. And like I said, we'll trade our 16 skills and we'll also pick up a quest to get a compass. When we go over to kill the pillagers and looters, the compass is over there. But first, we're going to have to kill trappers and smugglers and get 15 bandanas. Along with finishing up, hopefully, our Gore Tusk Liver Pie quest. Good old Stormwind. Okay, Matthias Shaw is right up here.
Welcome to SI, 7 headquarters, adventurer. This matter might be more complex than
So now Shaw gives us another report.
The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible.
And then we got to take that back to Gray and Stout Mantle.
Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their explain a thing or two, I have written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Take this to him at once.
So this is where Matthias Shaw fills in Gray and Stoutmantle about why the Defias formed and all of that. And again, if you want to read it, you can read it. You just click here. And it says that led by Edwin Van Cleef, the Stonemasons Guild was composed to the most skilled builders among men. The stonemasons helped to rebuild the broken city of Stormwind that was razed by the Orcs during the First War. Van Cleef and his tradesmen were peerless builders, and their work and artistry was evident in the edifices of the Cathedral of Light and Stormwind itself. However, the nobles of Stormwind ran up a huge debt by expanding the kingdom's military presence through Elwyn and into Stranglethorn. The massive debt crippled the kingdom's economy and stripped Van Cleef and his stonemasons of their promised rewards. After spending years toiling to rebuild the glorious city, the stonemasons were left broke, forgotten by the city's corrupt officials. Having personally known Edward Van Cleef my entire life, I can tell you that facing him as a foe is quite a daunting task. You see, he was my childhood friend, and I personally trained him in the ways of the shadows, thinking that one day he might consider a career alongside me. If Van Cleef is heading up the Defias Brotherhood, may the light have mercy on our souls. So that kind of fills in the dots. All right, we're going to go over here to Cathedral Square. Like I said, we're going to pick up a quest here, and we're going to train our level 16 skills. Good old Stormwind. Right up in here is where the Paladin trainers are, the Cathedral of Light.
May the light protect you this day.
All right, we got Righteous Fury and Ret.
The Alliance.
Righteous Fury, when that is up, increases your threat generated by your holy attacks by 60%. That's what it's all about. Usually if you're tanking a dungeon or whatever, you always want to have your Righteous Fury up. It helps you to keep threat on the mobs. There's no need for us to have it up. We're going to go over here. And Barrows Alexton here, he wants his compass. Now, his family fled Westfall along with a lot of the other farmers, and they left his compass behind.
Since I was a boy working the farm in Westfall. They say you can.
And that farm's been taken over by the pillagers and looters.
In my case, my family's home has been burned down and taken over.
But he wants us to retrieve his compass for him.
With my father about the fate of some of
Okie dokie.
including my first compass. He was unable to save them. However, he also says that they should be hidden away on the farm. You'll find the Alexton farmstead west of Sentinel Hill. Perhaps you could go and retrieve it for me.
Now, interesting thing about Barrows Alexton is he was actually a member of the Stonemasons Guild. And after the nobles cheated the stonemasons and, you know, they started to, I won't say laid siege, but, you know, they started to cripple the Stormwind economy by taking over the mines and stuff like that. The nobles met with the leaders of the Stonemasons Guild in an effort to settle the dispute, offering them jobs in the upper echelons of the Stormwind City. Barros Alexton, in my opinion, betrayed the Stonemasons Guild and took the job as the city architect, whereas Van Cleef absolutely stood beside the stonemasons and said, no thank you. So, my opinion, Barros Alexton's a traitor. Just my personal opinion on that. But, yeah, he got the job and gave up on the protest against Stormwind for not paying them. He sold himself out for a job. In my opinion. That's the last of my coffee. Cold now. Very cold. All right. Look at all the boars. Look at all the lovely boars. How many of you have livers? I'm in need of 2. All right, we're going to go up here. We'll turn this in. And then we're going to get a quest to kill the messenger. There's a Defias messenger that walks along the mines, walks between the mines here in Westfall. And so we get a quest now to kill it.
Kill him and bring me back to this area.
No liver. No liver. All right. These are the smugglers and the trappers. The smugglers like to throw knives. They're good humanoids. They'll run when they get low. The trappers will put a net on you and run. They also drop the bandanas we need. We need 15 smugglers. We need 15 trappers. And we need 15 bandanas. And hopefully maybe they'll drop us some milk. Maybe even some gear. We'll see. These guys are only level 11. So they're not bad. The trappers are 13 and 14, I think. And the smugglers can be 11 and 12. We should be able to handle most of this. I don't see any chests. I don't see any water barrels. Yeah, so this is a little camp down here. This camp respawns quickly. You can get up to 3 around there, and then there's a pat that usually walks back and forth. Usually over here is a pretty good place to kill these. They usually pop back up pretty quick. Problem sometimes is it's a one-sided pop and all you get is trappers or all you get is smugglers. Okay, there's the net. Basically, I can't run. That's all that is. All right, so this will be a 2. It's going to be a 2-pull. Hopefully we can do this. I mean, we should be able to. It's just a matter of making sure we heal up when we have to. Uh-oh. All right. Good news, we got the smuggler. Now we'll heal up and get the trapper. Good news, we were able to get the trapper out of there, or we would have picked up that third one. I think that's the sword I'm using. It is. You can see already how quickly they spawn back up. There's 2 more of them right there. Yeah, we got to get some mana before we can take them on. All right, this one's going to pat away. So that's good. Now we only have to take on the one. So if we're not 17 when we get these quests done, we'll probably grind to 17 before we attempt the pillages and looters. Yeah, we're definitely running low here on substance. Yeah, so if you can kind of keep this camp clean, we only get one at a time. It's not bad. I mean, I'm kind of surprised there's not more people here. Usually this is a pretty hot spot to do this quest. Okay, we got 5 bandanas. That little buzzard flying around thinking, maybe. Think again. All right, we got 6 smugglers. Not one of these guys, by the way, has dropped us any water or milk. I think at this level they could drop milk, but not one of them has been nice enough to do that for us. Yeah, so you got a coyote pack leader there. We're going to pull this one back. got a new chest piece. Look at that. Oh, we can wear that. Nice. I'm going to hit this trapper. Then I'm going to bring it back here so I don't have to deal with the coyotes. Very nice. What's our chest piece? 63. I mean, that's 60 armor right there, baby. We still haven't ever had any male pants or male braces drop. That's been one thing I haven't seen yet, is any male pants or male braces drop. I'm wearing leather braces and leather pants. Yeah, we still got a lot of endurance on that. We might hold off on switching out that chest piece. Well, you know, we can go kill that camp over there. Sometimes there's a chest over there. Yeah, see, we're netted. So I wanted to stun that one so it didn't run over there in case there was one over there in the camp. But, oop, you can see those two are back up. Yeah, we definitely got to get some drink from these guys and some food. Sometimes they drop Delran shop and stuff, but not dropping any of that. But they did drop us a nice chest piece. What do we got? A smuggler and a trapper. All right. I think we'll kill the trapper first. Whoop, 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 whoop. There's the third one. Yeah, I'm not taking on 3. 2, no problem. 3, not going to happen. I'm going to go over to this camp. Because sometimes there's a chest over here, and maybe we get lucky and the chest will have a little bit of milk in it or something. There's the net. There goes the net. Come back, you coward. Oh, looks like somebody wiped all these out. Oh no, they're starting to respawn now. Let's say it looked like somebody wiped these all out, which they did, because there's normally 5 or 6 of them here. Looks like they're popping back up. There's 3 or 4 places you can kill these things. You have here, you have where we just were. I'm going to run around the front here. I don't see a chest. If there's a chest, it's usually over here. Right in this area. I don't see one. Let's see if maybe this guy wants to give us a gore tusk liver. We still need 2 of those. None of these guys respawned. Sorry, jokers. Alright, we'll go back where we were. It was worth a peek to see if there was maybe a chest there. We got mobs up over here. Well, I'm not going over there where that wolf is. That'll come back down. Of course, we can't pull the camp now because it's up to 3. So we just can't pull that camp. Not with 3. With 2, yes. 3, no. There's that one that was patting around. Yeah, so you want to spy on Sentinel Hill, do you? They did. Oh, we got some cheese. Look at that. I'd rather have drink, but take what we can get. And we got a red linen bandana. Hey, thanks for underwater breathing. Should have probably buffed him with intellect, or wisdom. I'm gonna go check over here. There's a little spot over here where there's usually 2. Right up here. Sometimes there's a chest there. Go away, bird. I don't want you. No chest here either. Yeah, sometimes there's a chest with these 2. Not today, though. Not having much luck finding chests, but we've had some good luck with bags. We got a 6 slaughter, we got an 8 slaughter, we got a nice chest piece. It hasn't been a bad day. We got another red linen bandana. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Have some buffs for you and your pet. And these boars are level 14 and 15 over here. We don't have enough mana to take them on anyway, but... yep, back over here. Get some more of these guys. Get some more bandanas. Bandana. I think we got to be kind of close here on our trappers. Well, you can abandon Hogger. We're not going to do that now. Oh, where is it? The people... Oh, yeah, we got all our trappers we need. We need 3 more smugglers. What's that heavy hammer? Is that a 2-hander? No, that's a main hand. 6 to 12. Okay. Well... We're already doing 6 to 12 with our sword. I don't think we've trained one-handed maces either. 2-handed sword and one-handed maces we have not trained. Look, good news. Here's a smuggler. Couple more of these, couple more bandanas. We'll be done here. Turn this way. Uh-oh. All right, we got the trapper. We're fine. We've got enough mana to heal and deal with this. Can't believe none of these guys gave us any drink. Not a single one. Gave us water or milk. Go back over here, see if these guys are up. I think somebody's killing these because I can... Oh, that guy's killing them. That little mage. Go ahead, mage, get him. This is a smuggler. I want a smuggler anyway. No chest. Keep hoping there'll be a chest up, but... not really. Okay, well, we got some more beverage. We technically only need a smuggler, but we also need bandanas. We didn't get them yet. We have 12. We need 3 more bandanas, so we'll be killing stuff for a little bit longer. Which is alright. Like I said, I want to be 17 before I can go against pillagers and looters. Hey, we got a liver. That's not a bandana. That's a red Defias mask, and the only people who can wear that are rogues. It's only for looks. It doesn't offer any armor or nothing, but you know, that's the cool red Defias mask that the rogues always like to get. Okay, there's a bandana. Now we're at 13. 2 more. And there's our last smuggler. As long as we get there. Or someone else. That'll be the last smuggler we need. Then it's just kill whatever we can. Kind of like we've been doing. Alright, need 1 bandana. We need 1 smuggler. What are the odds? What are the odds? Especially with Blizzard, right? No. The odds were 0. We just need a bandana. One more bandana. Still need a gore-tusk liver too. Let's go up here and see maybe if this guy has a bandana for us. Nope, we got a red Defiance mask, but we got another shield. That might be better than our shield. What is that? 282, 3 block. Oh yeah, that's a big upgrade on the shield. We'll take that bad boy. The problem with trying to kill that one smuggler over there is, again, the coyotes. So we'll just kill this stuff. Always rough when you only need one. Hey, we got some milk. Finally. Finally, somebody dropped some milk. 30-something mobs later, we get some milk. Almost 40 mobs, I guess. Alright, we got all our bandanas. Now, if this boar would cooperate and give us a gore-tusk liver, we'd have all our gore-tusk livers. Big if, though. Level 14 Paladin. Oh! Nice. All right, we're going to go turn in our gore-tusk livers, and we'll come back. We'll turn in the quest we just completed, the bandanas, and the smugglers and trappers. We'll go turn this one in first because it's the furthest away. Wasn't really expecting anything from it. I don't need anything from it. It was there, so I killed it.
Need help?
Nope.
These are just
There you
perfect.
go.
Thank you so
That's
much.
for you.
Farmer Saldine and I are going to feast tonight.
All right, back to Sentinel Hill.
Something for you for the hard work.
Turn in a couple of quests there. So yeah, we're not going to hit 17 turning in these quests. So what we'll probably do is we'll grind to 17. I don't know, we'll kill boars, or maybe we'll go kill some more of those guys. Whatever. Grind to 17. And that will allow us, when we go for pillages and looters, to be a little bit stronger. Look at that, we got a greenie. A greenie to sell. Well, little mage hiding in the grass there. Hello, little mage. We're probably going to be about 4 bars short of 17, I think, when we turn these in.
Well met.
The People's Militia. Okay, now we have the quest to kill 15 pillagers, kill 15 looters,
Band of vicious Defias pillagers has been seen
and the
plundering
pillagers are deadly.
in the Alexton farmstead. The People's Militia will
Yeah, it'll
not
be
stand
about 4
for
bars
such
short, I
behavior.
guess.
Dispatch immediately
Shouldn't be too bad. We may even grind that out
Westfall. The Gold Coast quarry
on
is
our
near the
own.
shore.
Not bore you to death while we grind out 4 bars.
I want you to kill 15 of those foul Defias pillagers and 15
It doesn't matter what we take. We can't wear it. It's quest reward.
items as
I guess only 3.5 bars. Good. All right, we're going to empty out our bags.
Welcome to
We're going to end our adventures here for today. Hope you have enjoyed today's segment. Our next adventure is going to take us to those dreaded pillagers and looters, so you're not going to want to miss that one. But not bad. We went from 15 to 16, almost 17. So not a bad day at all. Got a few pieces of gear. Got plenty of backup gear. And that will be it. Anyway, folks, have yourself an awesome day. I'm going to get this up on YouTube for you. And like I said, next adventure, Pillagers Looters. You're not going to want to miss that.